All right, let's just get right into it. If you're in the real estate world, you have been feeling the frustration lately. It's everywhere. In the wake of all these major lawsuits over commissions, there's just so much anger and confusion. So today, we're going to break down a really powerful open letter that cuts right through all that noise and gives a totally fresh perspective on how to move forward. And yeah, this quote, it just nails it. There's this storm brewing, right? A lot of discontent. But the letter we're looking at makes a really strong argument that this kind of response, just complaining or even worse, pretending the changes didn't happen, isn't just a bad look. It's actually incredibly dangerous. Okay, so before we even talk about solutions, we've got to understand just how deep this frustration goes. Let's really dig in and figure out where all of this is coming from. Now, what's really important to get here is that the guy who wrote this letter, he is no NAR cheerleader, not at all. He's a coach, super pro realtor, and he's been known to publicly call NAR out on its issues. He even says he went to a recent summit with some healthy skepticism. So yeah, he gets the credibility problem firsthand. And he totally understands the anger. I mean, the letter makes it super clear that these feelings are valid. Being mad about the settlement, about all the new rules, this feeling that something important was just lost. If that's you, you're definitely not alone. But here's the thing. The author's real worry is about what we do next. And this is where everything pivots. Because look, being mad is one thing, but what agents are doing with that anger, well, that's creating a huge risk for everybody in the business. You've basically got two paths here, and what's wild is that sticking to the old way, it's not some brave act of protest. Nope, it's like putting up a giant neon sign that says, "Hey, sue us next." It puts every single agent, every broker right in the line of fire. I mean, it's more than just a bad idea, it's a massive gamble on the industry's whole future. And boom, here's the core message of the whole letter, summed up perfectly. What a great metaphor, right? Stop throwing stones at your own house. Pick up a hammer and help fix what's broken. It's all about shifting from trying to tear it down to actually getting in there and building it back up. This brings us to probably the most important idea in this whole letter. It's a total reframe, a whole new way of looking at who's actually responsible for fixing all this. Think about it. It's so easy to point fingers, right? But after all the lawsuits, the bad press, the frustration, who is truly responsible? Who has the power to actually fix things? The answer, according to this letter, is just two words. We are. We are NAR. This idea that NAR is some faceless them somewhere else, that's completely wrong. See, NAR isn't some big, scary building in Chicago. It's you. It's the sum of all its members. It's every single agent in every single town paying their dues and helping clients. So when you hear someone say, NAR doesn't represent me, what this letter is saying is, they're actually saying, I'm not representing myself. Whoa, that's a huge shift in how you think about it, isn't it? It's about ownership. So once you accept that idea of ownership, every frustrated agent out there is really facing a choice. And the letter lays it out pretty clearly. There are three ways this can go. Okay, path number one, you can just leave. Walk away, give up your seat at the table. Done. Path two, you can accept it. Just live with the status quo, complain about it, but ultimately do nothing to change it. Or there's path number three, the powerful one. You can actually step up and change the whole thing from the inside out. And here we go with another killer metaphor. I love this. Don't just stand on the dock yelling at the boat because you don't like where it's going. Get on board and grab an oar. It's such a perfect picture of what this is all about. Stop complaining from the sidelines and become an active participant. All right, so grab an oar. What does that actually mean? Like in the real world? Well, the letter doesn't just leave you hanging with cool metaphors. It gives you a real practical roadmap. Because let's be real change doesn't happen in a Facebook comment section. The letter says it happens here, when you join leadership at your local board, when you run for a committee, when you actually show up to meetings. You can petition, you can influence policy. If you think the rules are bad, then get in the room where they write the rules. That's where the real power is. And when you lay it out like this, the choice between blaming and building is it's night and day, isn't it? Every second you spend blaming just sucks the energy out of the room, it chips away at your credibility, and you're basically just handing power over to your opponents. But building, That creates real change. It improves professionalism and strengthens the entire industry. And, this is such an important thing to remember right now. The settlement might have changed how we do business, but it did not change who we are. At your core, you're still a fiduciary, an advocate, the person who helps people navigate one of the biggest, most stressful decisions they'll ever make. That value, that hasn't gone anywhere. So in the end, the whole thing comes down to this one really powerful question. The industry is at a crossroads. So what happens next? Is the next chapter going to be written in a courtroom by lawyers? Or is it going to be written by realtors, by the people who decide to pick up that hammer, grab that oar, and build the future they actually want? It seems like the choice is up to you.